Hey there everyone, this is Michael Dougal, the Nootropic reviewer, and there are two supplements that when combined together, used in a daily regimen, can produce incredible results with increasing testosterone levels, being Tongkat Ali and Fadogia Agrestis. And one of the things that made this combination so popular was the remarks made about it on this podcast with Andrew Huberman.
These two compounds, Tongkat Ali, which is Indonesian ginseng, 400 milligrams a day, taken in the morning, will increase free testosterone. 600 milligrams of Fadogia will work to increase testosterone by way of luteinizing hormone and freeing up testosterone.
So the doses that Andrew Huberman had mentioned being 600 milligrams of Fadogia Agrestis per day and 400 milligrams of Tongkat Ali per day, these are quite high compared to what the norm is. So what I decided to do was try myself at lower doses, being 200 milligrams of Tongkat Ali per day and 200 milligrams of Fadogia Agrestis per day, and I'm surprisingly seeing really good results. I felt them within days. So what you can expect from this supplement stack together is a potential increase of testosterone by 100 to 200 points. Be sure to get your levels checked, not just the normal levels of testosterone, but free levels of testosterone as well. Your free testosterone shows you how much testosterone is actually available in your body. Normal level of testosterone would be between 300 to 1,000 nanograms per deciliter. One of the biggest surprises about using these two supplements together was the fact that the strength increase that I experienced that happened instantly, like within a few days. Fadogia agrestis is a Nigerian shrub, so this is a naturally occurring supplement. If you've ever heard me talk about the supplement yohimbine is actually contained in Fadogia agrestis, and both supplements are used commonly to increase testosterone levels and increase libido. But the concerning thing about Fadogia agrestis, not Tongkat Ali, is that we have a few studies that were done on rats. So what do we do when we don't have studies? The next best thing we have is anecdotal data, and what we do have is a number of people that have actually tested their blood work prior to using Fadogia agrestis and then tested their blood work afterwards and have seen a significant improvement in testosterone. Something I do like about Fadogia agrestis is the fact that people are getting good results without taking it every single day. A lot of people use it 5 days on followed by 2 days off, or they're doing something like 2 weeks on followed by 2 weeks off, whereas with Tongkat Ali it's like most people are using it almost every single day of the year. So that could then make it a good practice to take Fadogia agrestis, maybe if you're coming off of a cycle or if you're getting off of TRT. Like I've been on TRT in the past to boost my testosterone levels, and it was really such that when I got off of TRT I had to do everything possible within my diet, supplement, sleep to ensure that my testosterone levels were at least normal. There's two kinds of nootropics out there. There are synthetic nootropics, also known as man-made nootropics, things like modafinil, Adderall, the racetams, and then we have our naturally occurring nootropics. These are things like herbs, adaptogens, teas, extracts, and most commonly I'm going to be more comfortable taking a naturally occurring supplement. And this doesn't make them any safer than man-made nootropics, but I'm more personally taking natural nootropics over anything man-made. Plus I like the fact that with these two nootropics, they are not stimulatory. What so is you can ingest them in the earlier portion of the day or at the later portion of the day, not being concerned about insomnia or potential withdrawals. And the way you're most commonly going to find both products, Tongkat Ali and Fadogia agrestis, is in the extract. So look out for a number like Fadogia agrestis 100 to 1 or Tongkat Ali 200 to 1. So I initially came across Tongkat Ali a couple of years ago because I was looking for a safe supplement that I could use to increase my testosterone levels, and that's exactly what it did. I noticed results within a week, but unfortunately with Tongkat Ali, now it's been over a couple of years since I first started using it, and I don't feel the effects as significantly even after cycling off periodically. So it is quite interesting that now that I'm using them both together, I can't necessarily identify what's doing most of the magic. Is it the Fadogia? Is it the Tongkat Ali? But I can definitely tell that the initial benefits that I felt from Tongkat Ali when I first started taking it, they are back in full effect. Like one of the really good benefits with Tongkat Ali was I noticed I was able to cut back sleep a little. Like rather than sleeping 7 hours a day, I was able to sleep for 6 hours a day, and that could be happening as a result of having increased testosterone levels as energy levels are higher and I'm getting much more restful sleep. Where I was always a little bit disappointed with Tongkat Ali is the fact that it didn't really do too much cognitively for me. I was expecting it to relieve stress, maybe help me solve complex problems. Like this study here showed that the Tongkat Ali group actually scored better results with tension, anger, and confusion. Unlike Fadogia agrestis, Tongkat Ali actually does have some research proving that it can in fact boost testosterone levels. With respect to muscular strength, we have 6 studies which clearly did show positive results: increased fat-free mass, reduced body fat, increased hand grip strength, and even good results with females. There's actually recent literature too. This article was published August 2022, and they actually compiled a number of studies into this paper here, and they did identify that Tongkat Ali could in fact increase testosterone levels. They even used Tongkat Ali on young subjects aged 18 to 25 years old, and even they saw great results with increasing their testosterone levels. Unfortunately, through all studies, no side effects were reported, even at doses as high as 400 milligrams per day. But that's definitely not been my experience. Tongkat Ali surely does have side effects. Some of the more common ones include nausea, irritability, and fatigue, especially when you ingest it fasted. Although just from browsing on Reddit, you will find a number of different side effects, like this one over here, Tongkat Ali and Fadogia agrestis side effects, gyno and low estrogen. They mention light joint pain. This doesn't happen often, but I do see it occasionally. So be mindful with the supplement stack. Although Andrew Huberman may have mentioned to take it in the morning, where I would recommend you take it isn't necessarily based on the time of the day. It's more like make sure that you consume it with a large meal, because if you ingest Tongkat Ali in a fasted state, it's well known that you will experience some of these negative side effects. There have been times where I actually felt like vomiting as a result of taking Tongkat Ali on an empty stomach. I actually take it in the evening with my dinner. It doesn't keep me up, so it works well that way. And with Fadogia Agrestis, it doesn't really matter too much. I actually like taking Fadogia Agrestis in a fasted state because I get a slight energy boost just after ingestion of it. However, now because I'm using it along with Tongkat Ali, that's why I'm ingesting it in the evening. There's no real warnings with Fadogia Agrestis. I would recommend you start off with a small dose because the most common side effect with Fadogia Agrestis is headaches. They can be insane headaches. I've read a story about somebody ingesting Fadogia Agrestis once and still experiencing headaches 5 days thereafterwards. So Fadogia Agrestis seems to be a little bit more of a gamble, but high risk means high reward. With Tongkat Ali, I feel pretty comfortable ingesting it. The dosage that you'll most commonly hear about for Fadogia Agrestis is taking 600 milligrams once per day. As a matter of fact, most supplement companies are selling the product in 600 milligram capsules. You can always break the capsules in half. Unfortunately, this number has seemed to come from the sky. Nobody knows where 600 milligrams actually came from, because even in the studies used, we have some rat studies showing that 18 milligrams per kilogram of body weight could be appropriate for humans. However, that's a considerably high dose for humans, and through looking at a lot of anecdotes, I've learned that you can actually get away with taking very small amounts of Fadogia Agrestis, even at 100 milligrams or 200 milligrams, so there's no reason you wouldn't want to start off small. So if you were to get the supplement separately versus in a blend, my favorite form of Tongkat Ali is this one from Nootropics Depot, because I'd used several forms of Tongkat Ali prior to this one here. This seemed to have the right percentage of urocominones and uropeptides for you to actually get the response you want. You should notice better libido and better strength really within a few days if you're somebody sensitive to nootropics like myself. But then you have the option of getting a blend like Sigma, which has conveniently combined both supplements into one product, which is 2 capsules per serving, and they have a great dosage of 300 milligrams of Fadogia Agrestis and 200 milligrams of Tongkat Ali. And I don't have anything negative to say about the product. Looking at the supplement facts, they've included ashwagandha and zinc, which are a couple of ingredients that can as well boost testosterone. Not everyone's going to like the ashwagandha, but I've tried this product and I have a discount code in the link below. With respect to cycling, you've got a couple of choices. You can do what many do, which is called macro cycling, when you have larger durations of you actually ingesting the supplements, followed by a longer break. Something like taking 1 month on, followed by 1 month off. Or you can do micro cycling, which is basically very short durations, something like weekdays on, weekends off. I have noticed with Tongkat Ali that you're going to be much better off taking longer breaks from it. As I mentioned, I've been on and off the supplement for over 2 years, and I really don't get the same benefits that I did feel from day one. So perhaps I would have been better taking longer breaks rather than just taking 2 months on, followed by 2 weeks off like I used to be doing. But in many cases, if you're new to both of these supplements, I wouldn't recommend that you use them both together at the beginning. Try them individually at first. Try Tongkat Ali for a couple weeks, and then try Fadogia Agrestis. Just make sure that you're properly responding to the product, you're not experiencing any negative side effects, so that you can better identify which nootropic is responsible for what benefit. Let me know about your experience with these 2 nootropics. If you want to learn more about Tongkat Ali, I've talked about it in this video right over here. I've identified some new research, and hey, if you did get value from this video, consider subscribing, drop a like, make sure to share it with somebody that you know, and if you want to chat with me one-on-one, you can do so over on Patreon, or you can send me a direct message on Instagram, and be sure to visit our Discord server, which has a 24/7 chat room. We're answering questions in a time-sensitive fashion. I thank you for your interest in nootropics, and I'll look forward to seeing you all next time.